We just got off at the subway metro station. It's called Garibaldi. And oh, what a treat this is. We weren't expecting this. Did you see this one over here? The apartment building. Such interesting shapes. Especially this one. Look at that. It's just green trees on all the patios. It looks like a tree. That's amazing. And the Garibaldi station is a major transfer station for other metro subway lines, and it's a big train station too. That's one of the more major train stations, I think. It's the Garibaldi Stazione. Wow, we're having an adventure already. You can see our day 2 here in Italy. It's a little bit rainy, and that doesn't bother us at all. We love rainy days. In fact, I have a plan for the rainy day. I don't think we'll tell the surprise yet, but we are going to the Cimetière. But we're not going to tell you what that means. When we get there, you will see. But if you watch a Hollywood movie, people are always holding black umbrellas, and it's a rainy day exactly like this. And they go to the Cimetière. Hope I'm saying that right. Okay, you'll see what that is in a minute. It's one of the most beautiful in the world, but it's not a place most people think of going to. But what a perfect place to go to on a rainy, gray day like this. We did it. You're here. What a special place. What is it?
Surprise.
I guess the mystery is now over. We have to tell you where we are. It's the Cimitero Monumental. My Italian is so bad.
Cemetery.
You know, people might criticize me, but you got to understand, it's only the second day. We're in Italy. Tomorrow we're on the French Riviera. We'll be speaking French. About a week after that, we live there, and then we move on to Belgium, another language. And after a week in Belgium, we move on to Germany. Guess what? They speak German there. So, you know, there's just so many words we can learn. 30 days, 4 languages. But anyway, this is it, the Cimitero Monumental. It's quite a place. Now, I got to tell you something. I hope you don't mind me being honest with you. But Milan, you know, I think we described earlier that we flew into Milan because we got a very cheap air ticket. It was only $500 round trip from San Francisco. Let's walk this way. And I should explain, why are we at this cemetery? It's possibly the most beautiful cemetery in the world. I did a little research and I thought, oh my, that's pretty neat. But getting back to what I was just saying a minute ago as we walk into the cemetery, the Cimitero. Cimitero, say it right.
Cemetery.
Uh-oh, it says rispetto e silenzio. Guess what that means?
Silence.
It's what I'm not doing right now, so I'll stop here, I think. Rispetto and e silenzio. Same thing in the cathedrals and churches we go into. You have to respect and not so loud. So anyway, we're not quite inside yet. It already looks enticing as we go in. I'll talk a little more quietly once we enter. But here's my little Milan lecture. It's the second day of Milan, and I'll tell you the truth. The first day, amazing. The Milan Cathedral, the shopping area, the 19th century atrium with all the high-end shopping stores. An amazing place. Here we can walk, and I'll talk a little quieter here. We had a great first day in Milan. Oh, a lot of mausoleum here. But what's really neat here, I'm doing 3 different speeches at once here as we talk. But what's really neat in this cemetery, it's all the most famous people who have died in Italy from the 19th century, the 20th century on. And they build these amazing monuments to the dead. You get a little preview here. But the little research I did of this place, I couldn't believe how beautiful it is. We saw an incredible cemetery in Austria, Salzburg, but it's mainly just the flowers, and such beautiful flowers. But this is the monument. That's why it's called the Monumental. It's the monuments that makes this place so amazing. The Uscita, the exit. We're learning some words. Look at this. Well, that's almost like a Pietà over here. Look at this one. It's very gorgeous. The Pietà. Mother Mary and Jesus. He's just come off the cross. Very beautiful, but it's going to get much more spectacular as we walk back through those monuments over there. But this is quite impressive already. But do you see now why I was saying on a gray, cloudy, rainy day, we got our umbrella up? Where's a better place to be than the Cimitaro, the cemetery? Oh, look, here's the Avenue of the Dead here. You know, we were just in Mexico. Watch that video. And we went down the Avenue of the Dead at the Aztec pyramids of 1,000+ years ago. The Avenue of the Dead, they call it there. They called it, oh, I'm getting stupid now. Something like Avenida de Muertos. The Street of the Dead. Calle de Muertos, maybe. This is more recent. But we'll be seeing more amazing buildings and statues as we continue on. And I will finish my story here in just a moment. But Milan, it's the second day of Milan, and to tell you the truth, and I knew that when we came here, I hate to say it this way, I think there's a couple places like that, but Milan's a little overrated. Don't take me wrong, our first day was world class, but after the first day you kind of run a little empty of things to do. There's not that much that's really world class attractions in Milan. So you fly in the airport. And the neat thing about that is that we're going to the French Riviera tomorrow. It's just a 3-4 hours down the road. I think we're taking a bus actually. The buses are really first class buses. They're beautiful. They're way better than the American Greyhounds. But I don't know, that just seemed to work better than the train. The trains are amazingly wonderful too. Well, look at this building here. What a lovely place. If we were Italian, we would know who these people are. They're all very famous. Italians know these people. The Familia Centenare. What's it mean?
The family of Centenare.
Here's that's the family name on the top there.
Yeah.
Okay, continue with Milan. Not to badmouth it, but we flew into Milan and we thought, well, we'll spend a couple of days here. But really, after 2 days, there's not that much that's really, top to see and do. One thing you can do here is you can go see the Last Supper, Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, look at this. The Last Supper. But you know what? Here it is. It's not even tourist season yet. That's why it's just a little cool. It's going to be much warmer. We're going to see 70-degree days on the French Riviera. We're not that concerned about it. We got a little cool and rainy day, but the weather's going to be beautiful. Don't be afraid to come here in April. It's beautiful. Let's walk down this Calle de Muertos, as they say in Mexico. Yeah, but by the second day, you start running out of things to do. Oh, there's so many ways we could go. You just explore here. Oh, this one's got a glass. You can look inside. More modern. It's like a condo for the dead. There's fresh flowers. People take this seriously. Those are very fresh. Beautiful. Go this way. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. The flowers are so fresh. The Easter lilies. Oh, that's incredibly beautiful. And these only last about 4 or 5 days. We always get some at home. So these are quite fresh. They don't last long, and these are full bloom. Gorgeous. It's my talking day today. But the Last Supper. Here, just to warn you, if you come to Milan, everyone wants to see the Last Supper. Come on, Leonardo da Vinci. It's amazing. But it's mid-April, which is not really tourist season yet. But the waiting list to see the Last Supper, you have to wait April, May, June. no availabilities. You have to wait all the way until July. I think it's like the middle of July. Ooh, this is beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. That looks like a car steering wheel. Maybe this one died in a car crash.
Yeah, Mercedes car.
That's a Mercedes steering wheel, you think? I don't know, that's interesting. That's definitely, it looks like a steering wheel to me. So this person flamed out in a car crash, maybe. And here's the photos. They're all fresh, and even in the rain. Oh, she's quite beautiful. So you have to wait 3 months to get a ticket to see. That looks interesting over there. Let's walk this way. Look at these fresh flowers everywhere. I'm very impressed. You know, the people in Italy, they respect the dead. Familia. It's important. Oh, this looks like a little more modern Avenue of the Dead here. Let's go back on the older part. We want to stay on the 19th century part. Like, I really know what I'm doing. You know something about Donald Rodilla? We got to tell you, we just explore. And I researched very little. I didn't know what we were going to do like at midnight last night. I didn't know where we were going to go. We were kind of running out of things.
Yes. Oh, go this way.
You like this Avenue of the Dead? Well, my wife says we go this way. So you think when we make these videos, oh, we got it all planned out. I know exactly. I've never been here. You're seeing it as we do. Look at this guy. Looks like Leonardo da Vinci himself. And then getting back to Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, look at this guy. Now, this might be a self-portrait of of the person who died, because he's kind of chubby like me, you know. It's not very flattering. And this guy, I think that he, like the previous one, he died in the car wreck, it seemed, with the steering wheel. This one might have died in a plane crash. He's got the big plane propeller there. You can speculate how these people died. And look at this. What an amazing face. Oh, I think that's Minerva. See the snakes? That's Minerva from Greek mythology. There must be quite a story to this one. And look at the fresh flowers. Very beautiful. But you know, I've heard it said by Italians that I've talked to, and this isn't particularly in the guidebooks. I talked to local people and they said, oh, you should go out here. But the Italian people we talked to, they said, you know, if it was a museum, like a sculpture garden, it would be one of the best sculpture gardens you'll ever see anywhere. The sculptures are amazing on the left and the right. So even without the dead people being here, it can make it as a museum, an outdoor museum of sculpture. Look at this one here. Very beautiful. Especially beautiful on this rainy day. It's kind of damp and cool. It's just a good day for the dead. It's the perfect day to be here. So if you're coming here, reserve your Last Supper tickets 3 or 4 months in advance at least. Yeah, they're hard to get because they don't open the whole year at the same time. They only open like 3 months at a time, so it's very limited, difficult to get the day you want. But don't think you're going to walk in here and you're going to see it, you know, on the spur of the moment. That doesn't happen. And then when you go in to see the painting, we actually did. But you only get 15 minutes. Then they chase you out. And we can't show you video of being there because they don't allow video or photography. So you wait 3 months, 4 months to get in if you're lucky. Oh, look at this one. Beautiful young lady. Oh, and here's her faithful pet. How touching. Yeah, so you wait the 3 months and you finally get the ticket, and then 15 minutes you're out of there. Let's go down this way. But it's still worth it. There's things you have to do in life before you die. Your bucket list. Have you ever thought about that? What's a bucket list? Why do they call it a bucket list? Things to do before you die. Well, you do it before you kick the bucket. You know, I don't want to. I want to do all the dying humor today, but there's a dying thing there. So anyway, if you're coming to Milan, 2 days is enough. Well, we walked 10 miles our first day, so yeah. We do more in one day than most people do in a week. But after 2 days, we feel like it's time to move on to the French Riviera. So I'll just give you a couple of travel tips as we walk and look at the dead here. But the nice thing about Milan, we cannot overlook. It's still, I'm not discouraging of coming here, but just be realistic. But the nice thing about Milan, if you're planning, you know, Lake Como's only like 1 hour away. Catch the train, you're there in an hour. You got a lot of trains that run up there. It doesn't cost much. I think it's like $5 or something. It's not much. I don't know. It's cheap. Lake Como, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world, easily. And you can easily spend a day or 2 or 3 up there. So if you get tired of Milan, just go over to Lake Como. Right. It's just up the mountain there. I don't know what it is. It's probably 50 miles, something like that. It's not far. Let's go this way. And the French Riviera, like we said, is just down the road. On the bus, we'll be there in 4 hours or something. It's not much. It doesn't cost much. It's like $30, I don't know, to get to Nice. You're going to stay in Nice when you go to the French Riviera. We're there a week. So that's your base of operation. And every day you go north, you go south, you go up to the mountain. You know, And the buses there, we'll explain that we're getting ahead of ourselves, but they have an incredible bus service there. The buses are like $1 or $2. And you can go up all the way to Monte Carlo and, you know, the famous places for a couple of bucks on the local buses. So if you come to Milan, think of getting out in the surrounding area. It's a good jumping off place. And you might get a really cheap flight in here like we did. All right. Have I talked enough about the dead? After you see the dead for a while, they all start looking a little bit similar. All right. So we will leave you on that very positive note. We don't want to badmouth Milan. Milan's pretty neat, but you know, we kind of laugh when people say, oh, I'm going to Europe. We're going to see all the great places. We're going to Rome. Okay, good. Going to Cinque Terre.
Yeah, right.
That's fun. Do that. Going down to the Amalfi Coast. Oh, do that. What's the little island out there? Capri. We're going to Florence. And we're going to Milan. It's like, wait.
Wait a minute.
How did Milan get on that list? It's not that high. But, you know, if you go to Milan, do other things in the area. Milan's not a trip all to itself. Okay. So we will say goodbye to the dead, and we're moving on to the land of the living. We just wanted to see what this was about. Back to the land of the living. All right, here we go. Vámonos.